And after you leave a like, remember to smash the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to my channel as yet. And remember to hit the notification bell so every time I post a video, you can know right away. Subscribe, 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 subscribe.
What's up, my YouTube friends, viewers, subscribers, everybody? Welcome back to another banger motivational video. And the topic for today is hustle in silence. A while back, I did a video talking about grind in silence. That one was pertaining to career-wise, like long-term goals. Now, this one is about hustle in silence, which means wherever you get money from. I don't know why I did that face. But yeah, this is why this is what this video is about, hustling in silence. So whatever it is, that wherever your money comes from, you need to hustle in silence. Because let me tell you something, like you can be working a job, and somebody can be working another job, and they can be getting way more than you, but they're still interested just to know where you work, where your money come from, like all these different type of stuff. And I always tell people, where you work doesn't matter. It does not matter. A lot of people think, oh, it's about where you work and this and that. No, none of that really matters. What you do for your job, none of that really matters. What matters is how much you're taking home monthly, how much you're earning yearly, what you save, and what you do with the rest. A lot of people sit down and they think, oh, I need to get like a big paying job in order to survive. I need a big paying job in order to buy this. No, 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 no. And I wanted to make this video just to break it down for a lot of people that's not in a stronger state of mind, that think just because they have a job that pays some money that they will get somewhere. No, let me teach you something about money. Money goes faster than how it's earned. If you got a regular job, if you're not getting paid every day, and you got a regular job, whether you're waiting for 2 weeks to get paid, or you're waiting 1 month to get paid, or you get paid every week, let me tell you something. You have to wait in order to be paid. But guess what? Once you get your paycheck, if you keep spending and spending and spending, boom, everything is gone. And the reason why I say hustle in silence is you got to remember, people that are out there, that some may know you, some may not, they're looking at you and they have no idea who you are, and they're curious about you because how you carry yourself. Because remember, money is like, it's just a piece of paper, but if you spend it in different areas, then you can upgrade yourself. So with that being said, say you're walking or you're on the bus, you can get some money, you can buy a bicycle, you can buy a car, you can buy a motorcycle, like that. I think money is about upgrading yourself. But once you start getting some money and you start upgrading yourself, you got to remember, people that don't know you and some that know you, they can see that, okay, this person is doing this, or how you dress yourself. Because you can be working a regular job and then you can go places and people are looking at you and they're curious, oh, this person's making a lot of money. You know what I mean? But in reality, it's not. It's about what you do with your money and how you spend your money. So with that being said, is if you're a person that you got a little bit of class, and then you can put yourself together. A lot of people out there, they are curious to know what you do for work. This is why people can have more than you, but just the way how you present yourself, they're curious about you. And the reason why I say hustle in silence is people are calculating how you maintain your lifestyle. Because you got some people that they can only do big things maybe once a year, sometimes twice a year, sometimes 3 times a year. That's just how they are. And then you got some people that know how to manage themselves, and they know how to manage their money, and they know how to save their money, and then they know how to, say, make big moves every week or every 2 weeks or every month. They're making big moves. You know what I mean? So when you're making all these big moves, even small moves too. I'm not saying big move like you're going all over the place and you're traveling and you're having fun and you're in different hotels, you're seeing different cities, different airports. I'm not talking about that. Just from you like dressing yourself up and you're going about your business, whether you're a guy or a girl. This is not pertaining to gender. I don't believe in gender rules. So if you're going about your business, people that have no idea where you're going or what you're doing or who you're hanging out with, they are curious about you to see where your money comes from. That's why strangers will ask a guy, oh, what you do for a living, because they're curious about where you're, like, how you present yourself and where, like, you got to remember, bro. And I always tell people, the more money you make, people see it in your attitude. They can see it, because the person I was 10 years ago, 5 years ago, I'm no longer this man that's sitting down today making this video. Because, like, the more you make, I don't know, I think it's better when you earn things than it's been given, because when you earn it, you sort of grew through those challenges, and you sort of develop new things about yourself, and you sort of walk with that attitude to say, yo, you know what, I earned this, and it's solid. Like, when it's solid, it works better. Like, people can see money in your attitude. But the reason why I say hustle in silence, if you're not going into a relationship with somebody and they're curious to know, like, make sure your money is clean, because whenever somebody is like talking to you, or they like you, or they want to go in a relationship with you, whether you're a guy or a girl, they're curious to know that, okay, your money is clean, so I can live a clean life. You know what I mean? That's why people, like, opposite gender may ask. But if a person is consistently curious, or strangers, they don't like you but they want to know your business, that's a person that they're calculating how you can manage your lifestyle. Because the shoes you wear, the clothes you have on, whether you're wearing a chain, shades, like, you gotta remember, people are looking at you and they're calculating just how much, like, how you present yourself, and then they're sort of calculating in their mind, oh, this person may have this much money, this person's worth this much money. That's why they ask you, oh, what do you do for a living? Whenever people ask me these things, I tell them I sleep, I eat, I move around, yeah, that's what I tell them. Because if you're not, say, close to me and you're not my friend, then I don't think you should know where my money comes from. Like, why would you sit down, like, we're not friends, why would you sit down and calculate just how much money you think I got? You know what I mean? Like, I was never one to look at somebody and ask them, oh, what you do for a living? Like, no. Like, if a person likes me and they're asking questions like that, then I can understand that, okay, they want to know where my money come from. Like, it's curiosity if you like somebody. But when strangers ask me that, no, I give them a lot of BS answers. Like, hustle in silence, bro. People want to know where your money come from. And some people can't believe that you may work a regular job and you can present yourself like an elite. The reason why you can work a regular job and you can dress yourself like you are an elite, that's because of the mentality that you have. A lot of people, they don't know this. So they think, oh, just because you got a nice dress and you got some makeup on as a girl and you're extremely gorgeous, they think, oh, maybe her man is this and maybe her man is that. Or maybe she's working in those top jobs. Like, no. Like, a lot of people got all these concepts mixed up. This is why I say hustle in silence, because you want to keep people curious about you, to know, like, what are you doing? Why you're driving this car? You're wearing a $500 shoes. Your jeans look like it's almost $200. You know what I mean? I don't know why I laugh when I say that, but it's crazy. And one of the main reasons why you need to hustle in silence, that's because, like, when you keep where you get your, like, when I say hustle in silence, I'm not meaning you need to shut down your partner and your family. Like, people that are close to you, they want to know that you're living a clean life. So they may be somewhat curious, and if they know you, they may know you're not doing anything illegal for where your money come from. But for strangers, no, you need to keep your business about your money silent, quiet. This is why I say hustle in silence, because once a person say, like, you can tell a person that you work a regular job, whether you're a guy or a girl, you can say, you know what, I do this for a job, and they may look at you and say, okay, you work here. Then they start calculating in their mind, okay, then that means you get this much wage, and that means you get this much money. Then how are you wearing that shoes? But they won't say it. Some that are nosy, they may ask you, how are you doing it? Depending on the conversation and the vibe, they may ask you. But some, they, like, you got different people ask different questions. And it's so funny to me, because, like, that's one of my most asked questions. Like, whenever strangers see me out in public, they always ask me, especially guys, cops, cops. They always ask me, oh, what you do for a living? Like, you don't need to do what I do for a living. Mind your own business, and I'm over here minding my own business. I'm not, like, I wasn't one to see somebody and go to them and ask them, oh, what do you do for a living? Like, if you're my friend or I know you personally and then you're curious, then I may tell you just how I manage my money. But if we never spoke and we're complete strangers, then there's no reason for you to know where all my money come from. Complete garbage. But You need to hustle in silence because people are calculating your money, and the worst thing you want to have people doing is calculating your money. I'm telling you, because curiosity sometimes lead to jealousy. And if you're a type of person that you have nothing going on with yourself, and then you got up and then you're like, okay, you know what, I want to go get a job, and then the moment you get a job and you start upgrading your character, you start upgrading yourself, you start developing new things, you start buying new things to elevate yourself forward, these things create enviness within people, and that's why people turn on you. That's why they betray you. That's why they go against you, and that's why they're trying to keep you down with them. That's why they shoot down everything that you're trying to accomplish because they don't want to see you winning. We live in a world where people want to see everybody winning, but they don't want you to be better than them. They're okay with you trying your very best as long as your best is not better than what they're doing. That's the world we live in. So when you're going up against strangers, you don't need to tell nobody like where your money is coming from. When they ask you what you do for a living, you need to tell them that's none of their business. And you got some people, they may sneak all the way in, they may talk and they laugh and they may smile and they may pretend that they're vibing with you, but in reality they only have one question to ask you: and where does your money come from? Always remember, you need to hustle in silence. Your job doesn't matter. I've tell people, even like how many years when I was younger, I always tell people it doesn't matter where you work. You don't, because let me explain something to you. If you're working a higher paying job than me and you are working 1 day a week or 2 day a week, and I'm working 5 day a week, 6 day a week, maybe even 7 day a week, and my wage is lower than yours, I'm taking home way more than you every 2 weeks, every month, yearly. I'm taking home way more than you. You want to know why? A lot of people focus more on wages instead of what they're actually making. And I've tell people, even back in Jamaica, I've tell people over and over and over again, if you're focused on what a person wages, then it sort of make you think that they're actually making more. But in reality, if their wage is higher than yours and they're working less, you are taking home way more than them. And this creates curiosity for people, and this is why they envy you and they're jealous, because that leaves people with one option, and which is, how are you making less than me and you have more than me, or you appear to be more than me? How are you driving that car and you tell me that you're working this job that paid this much, and I'm working a bigger job paying different wage, bigger wage than you, and I can't afford it? You got to remember, people are working different. Like we live in a world where people working higher jobs and they're working 1 day and 2 day, and then you got some people that, this is why people end up getting 2 jobs. And the moment you can, like, people calculate your lifestyle, and if you tell them, oh, I work here, and especially if you work with somebody and they can see that you carry yourself different, they automatically think that you have a second job, because they're calculating that you're both almost getting the same pay and you're doing all these big crazy stuff, and they are doing it, and they're doing the same job, sorry, and they can't do it. You need to hustle in silence. People do not need to know your business. And I think excitement sometimes, like a lot of people downfall is their own excitement, because I understand that when you're excited about something, especially getting a new job, getting some money, you're buying a new car, you're buying a new house, you're buying a bedroom set, you're buying some clothes, you're taking yourself shopping, you're going on vacation. I understand like these things excites you, and sometimes you just want to tell somebody just because you're happy. You don't want to keep all your good news to yourself, but it's sort of depending on who you tell. So you need to hustle in silence, bro. Because if me and you are working the same job and you see me going on all this big vacation and we're getting the same pay, you don't think you're going to be curious to see how am I doing it? Like, come on. That's like common sense right there. So you need to hustle in silence. The reason why a lot of people end up getting nowhere, and the reason why a lot of people end up losing all their money, is because they tell everybody. And you gotta remember, not everyone is happy for you in some concepts when it's related to money. Like, it's crazy. You need to hustle in silence. Strangers do not need to know your business. People do not need to know where your money is coming from, sorry. If you're not going into a relationship, like you're not talking to somebody and it's not like related to family where they just want to know that your money is clean, then they don't need to know. Like, it's better to leave people curious of where your money comes from instead of actually telling them where it comes from, and then they start coming up with all these big moves in order to destroy where your money come from. It's like, bro, that's just the world where we live in, bro. Not everybody is happy, like genuinely happy for you. So you need to hustle in silence. Most times it's better to keep your good news to yourself and like selectively tell people who you think might be happy for you, because sometimes you may tell the wrong people and then they may envy, they may hate themselves, and then they will envy you just because you're actually performing better than they are. That's the world where we live in. It's so crazy. That's just how it is. So you gotta hustle in silence, bro. Be very careful who you tell, bro. I've seen it over and over and over and over and over again. People get in friendships, people get in relationships, people getting fired from their job just because they're telling people where their money come from, and people are jealous of them. People getting set up because of all these different things, bro. Nobody can set you up than somebody who know your own business. I'm not saying that you need to go out there and go hustle your money illegally. That's not what I'm saying. If you're a person working a regular job, then kudos to you. But you need to create a career for yourself in order to make big money. Because we are on this earth to maybe say work a regular job and find some way possible in order to use where we work, that money, invest it, and create something in order to create generational wealth. I think that's the reality that I'm living. I'm not quite sure about you, but bro, you need to hustle in silence. Like, it is crazy. Like, money can have two best friends turn enemies the next day. Wherever your money is coming from, as long as you know your money is clean, you need to carry yourself, bro. I've taken myself on shopping spree many times. I've spent over $700 to $1,000 on only shoes, buying 6-7 shoes, and I've had people in the shoe store asking me what I do for a living. Like, when I'm walking out, if you're watching my when I go sneaker shopping and whatnot, if I'm walking out with like 4 or 5 bags with shoes, I got people looking at me, and I know for a fact they're wondering where the money comes from, but they can't ask me. You know what I mean? So with that being said, you got people looking at you to see what you're buying, where you're shopping, all these different stuff, and they're calculating how can you do it when they themselves can't do it, how themselves working a higher paying job than you are, they can't do it, not knowing full well, sorry, that you're getting up every single day and you're going to your job every day. You gotta remember, people don't see your hustling, they only see the spending. People do not care about you getting up every day, go working a job you don't like. They don't care about that. They only care about the money you're making and what you're buying and how can you afford to buy all these different type of stuff. I remember one time I went to the Foot Locker and one guy was in there. He worked in there and he was in there asking me. I was talking to him for around 30 to 45 minutes. Young kid. He's like asking me questions. He's like, "Oh, what do you do for a living?" He's like, "You." I think I spent like $1,033 on shoes. I think it was one Boxing Day. And the guy was in there asking me for about 45 minutes, like, "So you just spent $1,000 and over $1,000 on shoes?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, you just spent a paycheck?" I was like, "Spent a paycheck?" I was like, "No." He's like, "Ooh, no." Like, "So how much do you make?" I was like, but only because it's a young kid, bro. I spent like bro, I swear that was like almost 45 minutes, and he was talking to me the entire time, and I was like, I spend that much time talking to this guy, and I never once tell him where I got my money from. I was excited that he's asking me these questions. A lot of people in the store looking at me. "Oh, this guy got like 6 bags." You know what I mean? But like, come on, like that's none of people's business. This is what, bro. Curiosity makes people wonder about you. It makes people intrigued by you. It makes people inspired by you. Just from you moving around, spending your money in different areas, buying all these different things, and adding value to your life. It makes people wonder about you. That's what creates a high value man and also woman. It's about how you spend your money and where you spend your money. It's not about where you work. A lot of people spend way more time focused on, "Oh, I don't want to work this job, I want to work that job," not knowing full well that you can move from job to jobs in the last 10 years. But if you haven't found a way to be self-employed and making money from different places, then I am afraid to tell you this, but you're actually not winning. You're still trapped within the 9 to 5 industry. A lot of people think if they get a higher paying job, they have escape, but in reality, you have not. Because if you're not using your time and your energy to find some way in order to create big money, then it makes no sense. And I always tell people, you can't save yourself rich. Having 2 jobs, you can't be rich, because the more money you make, the more responsibility you have. You can't, like, it's crazy. The only way you can actually be rich is by getting paid a couple times and it stocks up. Or like you can't save yourself rich, bro. That we live in this reality where nobody can save themselves rich. That you can't work a regular job and save yourself to 100 grand in 10 years. It is impossible. Where you got people getting 100 grand for 1 month. You don't think something is wrong? Come on. And this is what, like, all those people that are bringing themselves like that, they ain't gonna tell you, oh, I do this and that. No, they ain't gonna tell you. Bro, you need to hustle in silence. It's better when people wonder about you. It's better that way because they can't create no form of attention, and there will be no jealousy, and there won't be no enviness there. So, bro, you need to hustle in silence. Most times, I think when people start getting some money, they start telling people. Then those people they tell, they are the ones that come and try to take you down and destroy your money. They want to get you fired from your job, bro. This is why there's so much problem in the 9 to 5 industry, because you can be working in a higher paying job, and then everybody will get the same pay, and then your like high value starts from within you, within your mind, how you see the world. And people, some people call it like a class standard, but those things like high standards, sorry, but those things come from within you, because you can be working a regular job, and like I say, you can dress yourself up real nice. It's depending on the clothes you wear. You take care of your health, you take care of your body, you take care of yourself, you spend your money on you, and then you got people working the same job as you, wondering how you're able to do all these different stuff, not knowing that you're working the same job as them. And this creates enviness, and they try to get you fired because they can't stand that you're doing better than them. And then they probably start telling everybody, sorry, that you have 2 jobs. Bro, this is where all these problems come from, because you talk too much. You are the reason why everybody's trying to take you down, because you tell them where your money come from. You need to hustle in silence. If it's not your family being curious about you and they're worried about you, they just want to know that you're living a clean life. If a person like you, whether a guy or a girl, they just want to know that your money is clean. That's why they ask. They may ask, like, it's different when a person asks you where you work or what you do for work. They just want to know that you're working a good, like, not say good job, but they just want to know that your money is not illegal. That's why they ask these things. When a person come and ask you what you do for a living, that's a person trying to know your business. That's just how it is. So you can have a girl and she's dating a rich guy, and then this girl is going on shopping, she's going on vacation, she's doing all these different crazy stuff. You got other girls wondering where she got that money from. And if she don't tell them, then she can keep going out there and she keep on flexing on them. But once this girl say, oh, I got it from this guy, then all those girls she tell want to go hang with this guy because they want the same lifestyle that this girl is. Bro, it is one big mess. And guys too, some guys that are getting their money from somewhere, they start telling everybody, then everybody want to come on the same plug, everybody getting destroyed, everybody getting dragged out. Bro, it is crazy. That's a huge mess. So my advice to you, hustle in silence. This video is about where you get your money from. This isn't pertaining to long-term goals, like I said, or career-wise, because I understand, like, long-term goals take time, whether 5 or 10 years, and like when you have a career, you have to put in work, and like having a career and those things, the money doesn't come to you right away. But this is about where your money come from this moment. Hustle in silence. People don't like you because of how you carry yourself, and they're jealous of you, and they envy you, and they can't stand you, all because you're doing better than them. And then the moment you tell them where your money come from, they come up with every scheme possible in order to destroy you. So hustle in silence. Stop giving people the strength to take you down. I hope this message was useful for some of you guys. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned. I will be back doing more stuff. You go enjoy the rest of your day. I'm out. And don't forget to follow me on social media. I post daily on them.